today again, and hopefully we get a few people coming on, but I guess we'll just see what happens, and I'll get everything started and everything shared out, and then we'll see who's coming on. So just get this started and shared out, and we'll just see who we get. Oh, Beyond Prepping. Hi there, great to see you. I was wondering if we were going to get anybody. I had the time set for like 30 minutes ago, and then I changed it sort of during the night to 30 minutes later than now because, you know, just trying to catch everybody. And yeah, I just thought, well, I'll go live now, in between, 30 minutes in between. Oh yes, great to hear, Kelly. I'll check that out. I'm sure it'll probably show up on my Instagram when I open Instagram. So down here with a coffee, and hopefully I don't get sunburned out here. The weather, it's getting hot again. I think today's going to be 84 and currently it's 73 degrees, so I'd rather not if it got much hotter than what it is now. You know, 84, 85, it's sort of, well, that's sort of getting a bit too hot for my liking. And we've probably got a few weird shadows out here, but anyways, I'll just get everything shared out, and I hope that we can get some people coming on. Oh, you finally got coffee? Oh, I finally got coffee, yeah. Yeah, I got some on Monday, a little bit. But anyways, I sort of don't function very well without coffee, so it's sort of a must-have, and I'll get this shared out. And hopefully we get a few people coming on. But I guess we'll just see what happens. Lives can be pretty hit and miss these times. So we'll just see who we get. I'm trying to see what I'm doing here. I haven't got my glasses. But anyways, I'll get this all shared out, and hopefully we get somebody coming on. I guess we'll just see what happens. So please don't forget to smash that thumbs up if you're on. It's most appreciated and much needed. Oh, the Angry Atrox. Hi there, Todd. Great to see you, and thanks for coming by. Hugo Homestead. Hi there. Great to see you. Britain Farms Homestead. Hi there. Great to see you as well, and just getting this all shared out in the hope that we get some people coming on. And of course, anybody with the community tab, please do share this out. It's most appreciated. I'll just get this shared out onto Facebook, onto the group, the cooking group, and yeah, just waiting to see who's going to come on. Where's this group here of this thing? It seems to be down the bottom, and it's sort of what I mostly post to, this group on Facebook. So no rhyme or reason on how these apps work. So you all know how that is. Well, 73 at the moment, but it's going to get like 84. Well, knowing what this time of year's like. It could well get hotter than that, and the hot weather, I melt and I don't really much like it, so and hopefully I don't get sunburnt. I mean, that's why I got this long sleeve under this tunic, because I got burnt on my shoulders last week and I don't really want a repeat of that. So yeah, hopefully I don't get sunburnt again. I'll get a few messages out to everybody, and hopefully we get some people coming on, and it would be great to see plenty of people. And I guess, well, who knows this time of year, it's hard to say what we'll get or who we'll get. And of course, anybody in blue, if you see any of these trash bots popping up, feel free to use your wrench and hammer them and block them from the channel, because we certainly don't need any of those. Anyways, what's everybody been up to? At current time here, 9:36 AM on a Thursday morning. Bear with me, I've got a bit of hay fever. It's, you know, this time of year, and there's always plenty of dust flying around in the air and pollen and goodness knows what, so bear with me on that. I'd rather not get it, but you know, it is what it is. And of course, everybody in blue, if you wish to run your own channel links or shout out a friend's channel or family member's channel, please do so. Or your own Instagram accounts, you can also run those and shout those out as well, or Facebook groups that you run, you can shout those out here. Oh yes, sounds like you're pretty busy, Hooray Homestead. Insulation in new shed, rebuilt fire pit, made it bigger. Oh, 45 degrees. Yeah, that sounds quite nice. So outside stuff, yeah, get caught up with all your outside jobs while it's not 20 degrees or 20 below like what some people have had. I know I was watching a video from Lisa where she was, Yogi Hollow Farms I should say, where she was showing what she does just to, you know, care for all her animals, farm animals during the cold weather, and it was most interesting. Oh yes, that sounds interesting, Hooray Homestead. Bought a house in December and remodelling house and all, yeah. Wow, awesome, that sounds great. And I've heard by all accounts doing insulation is quite an itchy job. And actually one channel that I watch, I don't know if you're all familiar with them or not, the Lumna Acre channel, Lumna Acres, they're building a small house on their new farm, and they went with spray insulation, which is really, that looked quite interesting. You know, cut down all the itchiness from dealing with insulation, I guess. And you know what they were saying in that video was that the insulation is actually structural, so it helps sort of even strengthen the structure. So that was most interesting. Although I guess it probably costs a fair amount to get that done, that spray insulation, but it was most interesting to watch. Oh yes, that's interesting, Hooray Homestead. Did the spray insulation on your other house? I like it, yeah. I never heard of it before, that was done or could be done before I saw it on their video, so it was most interesting. Oh, Hector. Hi there, Hector. Great to see you. Shout out to all Filipinos around the world and to all your awesome and wonderful YouTubers. Thank you, Hector Valencia. Thank you so much. If anybody in blue would like to run some links for me, that would be much appreciated as well. Your own links, and if somebody could run Hector's link, that would be really brilliant. And we might even have a bit of a look at the creek in a minute. And I'll ask everybody also, please do check out the links down below in the description. There's a donation link if anybody would like to help my channel out in that way, and donations of course go towards running a YouTube channel. I really want to get another table, like one of those fold up picnic tables to cook on, and that would be so useful for out here, of course, for when I do a cooking good by the creek video. And also I have a link down below, a join link, if somebody would like to join up and become a channel member. That would be much appreciated as well. And once I get some channel members, we will run some channel member giveaways from time to time. Just for members, you know, from my merchandise store. My merchandise store on Teespring, link also down below, and please check out the merch there. I've got to get some more merch. I think next up I'll get like some bike shorts and t-shirts, since, you know, the weather's sort of so hot out here recently. There's also a link to a wish list on Amazon. Not that I'm expecting anything there, but you know, quite a few other channels have set that up. As for Teespring, for anybody who doesn't have merch already and is looking for somebody to handle their merch, they're quite a good company to deal with, and their printing quality is really brilliant, and their merchandise quality is really brilliant, so they're well worth checking out. Hooga Homestead. Your other house is brick. They drilled small holes, blew the insulation in, filled the holes. Done in a few hours. Kind of cool. Wow, that does sound fascinating. It really does sound interesting, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty sunny out here. There's not a cloud in the sky today, and unfortunately that means it's going to get rather hot later. And there's been a few days where it's been beautiful in the morning and, you know, really cool, you know, 50 or 60 degrees, and you think, oh good, it's going to be a nice day. And then come midday, all the clouds burn off, and it starts, you know, getting rather hot, and ends up being as hot as a furnace. And you know, a couple of times it's done that, and it's been like 90 degrees, and you think, oh no. I don't sort of do well in the heat. Simply Jan Homestead. Hi there, great to see you, Jan. Great to see you, and thanks so much for coming by. Yeah, I don't know if you've got any mods who'd like to run a few links for everybody who's here. That would be really brilliant. I need to get a tablet, and it's pretty hard to run links or search links with this thing. So, you know, it sort of gets a bit trying, and I need new glasses. I can't sort of read that well without them, and I should really wear them for distance as well, but they're just that blasted expensive these days. I've got to work on a shopping haul video, I hope, but I won't guarantee it that I can get it up for a Thursday upload. But I won't guarantee that I'll have it up for a Thursday upload or not, but I do a bit of a quick walk around in one of the supermarkets here and show all the empty shelves, which of course would be interesting. And of course the way the costs of everything have blown out and got far more expensive would be interesting for everybody. And you know, it's something like about, I spent like $50 or $60, and I didn't really have that much that many groceries on Monday. But anyway, you know, that's how it is. And definitely needing this coffee. So we might even have a bit of a flip around and a look at the creek. And I looked before and the water level's fairly low. I think it's low tide out there, and I didn't see any fish, so we might be lucky and see some today, or would be very lucky to see some today, but who knows. But we'll go and have a look. And I will remind everybody, if you haven't already done so, please do smash that thumbs up, because you know, that really helps my channel out. And you know, if YouTube recommends things out a lot more, it sort of helps my channel out. And like everybody, I do need more watch time and watch hours and all of that. So you know. Oh yes, Jan says just hanging around. Yep. I think what your time would be. Central time, we'd be looking at 5:46, I guess, 5:46 p.m. Sapphire Diamonds Pearls, hi there, great to see you. Great to see you. So yeah, if somebody could run these links for especially Sapphire Diamond Pearls for their channel, and for Hector Valencia, that would be brilliant. And also run your own links, that would be brilliant. I should run a few links for you all a bit later on if I can, but we'll have a look at the creek first. Marwa, hi there, great to see you, thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by. But we'll have a flip around to the cameras and we'll just have a look at the creek. So bear with me if I do miss some messages come up, because I don't always see them on screen here. I did have a boil up the other day and I made a health tonic, but I can't sort of really say what it is on here. I don't know if anybody here has my Rumble, but I might make a video of it when I make it again and put it on Rumble. Anyways, we'll have a bit of a look at the creek and see what we can see down there. And of course, yeah, this sun's pretty bright, so it's probably washing out all the colours and everything, but unfortunately that's what it is. So yeah, giving you all a good look at the creek here, and it's about 2 feet down normal, so it's probably, you know, 2 feet down from the normal level, so it's probably right at low water level. And of course, I'm seeing a bit of trash here in the bottom of the water here. People just drop stuff, which is unfortunate. And, you know, I wonder, are they dropping it into the creek itself, or is it just washing into the creek itself where they drop it on the trail beside the creek? I don't know. But I bought a can of cheap cat food and I've got it in the freezer freezing up, and I've got to bash a few holes into the can of cheap cat food, and I'll hang it on a rope or a string off the edge here, and hopefully I can attract these fish that I've had here up again. Seafood basket, cat food, and of course the cheapest supermarket brand, because it's not for a cat. I don't have a cat, but I'd love to have one again someday. And of course when I'm living in a better place, in my own place again, I probably would have a cat and a dog again. I do miss having pets. The ocean, well, I must do a live down there one day, but I'm waiting on a rainy day, because the beach at this time of year with this weather is all rather peoply, and it'll be absolutely crowded, and I don't really like going to the beach when it's crowded. I like it when it's empty and there's nobody there. Hi there, David, great to see you. So just on the other side of the creek there is a public walking trail, and then 400 yards further back is the beach. But yeah, we won't be walking down there today. When we get a cooler day and some cooler weather, we will go down there and have a look. Moon over Miami. Hi there, Moon, great to see you. And yeah, thanks for running your link, Moon. And if somebody in blue could run a few other links, if they could run the links for the channels who have come up here that aren't in blue, and share them out, that would be really brilliant. Of course, it's easier if you're on a computer to do. I know it can be quite hard from mobile devices, and probably a lot of you are on mobiles. It seems to be the easiest way on live streams. Oh yes, on your phone, yeah. A lot of people often do live, watch live streams from their phone, because it is easier just to comment. Oh yeah, this is just David, this is just at the bottom of my garden. So the house, it's probably about 30, 40 or 50 yards walk just up there. So it's not at all far, and that's why I often will do an outdoor cooking video out here, because it's not far to carry everything. Thank you, Moon, for sharing that link. Sounds like the neighbours are going to go crazy with weed whackers and chainsaws and goodness knows what. I've got to get some fishing gear, and I will do that, Jan, once I get some fishing gear and a license. Still waiting on YouTube to be kind to me. And if you see my video, the fish cam video from last week, you can see what fish are actually down in the creek. Connor's Curiosity, hi there, great to see you, and thank you so much for coming by. Yeah, I can't sort of afford fishing gear at the moment, so I'm waiting for YouTube to be kind to me. Oh, good heavens, no, this is far too far south to get crocodiles or alligators or what have you. I think the latitude here is 37 or 38 degrees south. So it's probably similar, thinking where it would be similar in the States, what similar latitude it would be. It'd be similar to like about the mid-states, I guess. I think what's up further north than Florida or Texas. You know, they're obviously further, you know, or closer to the equator than what we are here. So yeah, 37 to 38 degrees south. Longitude, is it, or latitude, or whatever it is, Arielle Bleu. South Carolina, yeah, but South Carolina I think does get a bit colder, of course, because you seem to have like a continental effect that sort of brings down cold air and cold weather. Oh, I see, Jan, yep. Well, I think I'll have the threshold again this month. It seems to be every other month for me, generally. It would have been really nice to have it for December for Christmas, but yeah, that wasn't to be this time. But it would have been really, really nice to have it. I was sort of hoping that I would have. But yeah, it was just below it. And I thought, oh no. Just below the threshold, you know. For those who aren't in the partner program, there is a threshold. There's eucalyptus trees here, and yeah, some of those that are coming up in the screen are eucalyptus trees. I'm not a huge fan of eucalyptus or eucalyptus trees. They're just not my thing. I much prefer like pine trees and maples and birch and ash and oak and those sorts of trees, and of course those sorts of trees here you only see in like people's gardens or parks or public gardens, or you know, that sort of thing. Some on farms where people grow them. You don't sort of see them around very much, you know, other than you know, out and about. I missed that. I'll have to have a look at the messages and see what there's a lot of in Quebec, but I'm interested to catch that message. Messages sort of flash up here on screen very quickly, and they're very easy to miss, so you know how that is. I don't know how much longer, or whether I'll have a real long live stream out here or not. It just depends how many come on. You know, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, but it's not likely to be a marathon, especially the way this sun is out here. I don't want to get sunburned again like I did the other week when I was out here, and then went out and filmed fish cam. Oh, Cotter's Curiosity, Missouri is a fine place too. Oh wow, Quebec #1. Yeah, I wondered if what was #1, because I know quite a few people in Ontario make it as well. Eucalyptus oil, you know, it's stuff that's often used in disinfectant and that sort of thing. And actually this last couple of years, you smell it everywhere in the malls. I've been using the disinfectant that uses it, and it's really made me loathe, yes, cough drops, that sort of thing too. But yeah, it's really made me loathe the smell of it too, because you just smell it every time you're in the mall, and every time. Here it can get to about 105 or 110, although that's generally only, it should be like 1 or 2 or maybe 3 days in a year. But it is very often, you know, 90 to 95 in the summer, and once it gets over 85, I sort of start to melt, and I don't sort of much like it. So and you know, it can it can be like, you know, a month on end that even at night it doesn't sort of get below 80 degrees, and especially at night that sort of gets pretty hard to take, because I prefer a cooler room when I'm sleeping. I like to have warm blankets or a warm duvet, but a cool room, you know, a room of about, you know, 40 degrees is just ideal for sleeping, I think. You know, a cool room and warm duvet or warm blankets is just ideal. I don't sort of like to try and sleep in a really warm or hot room. Oh yes, I've heard that. I know there's a few channels that are about 3, 4 or 5 hour drive north, and you know, it can, up where they are, quite often get to like 110, 120. Oh yes, that sounds interesting, David. But of course, you know, that cold weather like that. Oh well, that's cool, Jan. That cold weather like that should make for good maple syrup production, I would think. And I do watch quite a few channels who, you know, make their own maple syrup. They're in Ontario and 1 or 2 in Quebec, I think. And they sort of say in the springtime, you know, when the sap starts flowing on the maple trees, it's ideal if they have like mild days but freezing nights. So that's all very interesting. Anyways, we'll go and sit back down and I'll go and see what messages I've missed. Oh yes, you never get maple here off our trees, but then you've never tried, yeah. I think they need to have a lot of very freezing weather in the spring, you know, very cold at night, and then mild during the day, you know, for the sap to run. But if it sort of gets too warm, I believe the sap gets fairly bitter. Oh yes, heaps of skeeters here, heaps of skeeters. Yeah, anyways, I'll swap this around, I'll see what I've missed. But the skaters, some of them, you could almost say they're the state bird, especially in the warmer months. And they get very relentless, and they can bite you through your clothes. So, you know, it can get, you know, fairly relentless with the skaters down here. And lots of bugs and skeeters and biting flies and goodness knows what in the summer. So, you know, that's not much fun. And ants. I know last week when I ran a live, I had ants climb up here on where I've got my cup sitting, and I had a coffee cup full of ants, so I had to tip my coffee out. But then I went down here with some long-term spray and sprayed it all to get rid of the ants. I better see what I've missed here. And I've probably missed somebody. Oh yes, Dan, yes, I remember you saying that you moved from Texas to Missouri, and I remember you watching in one of your videos, or was it a live stream or something, you said you love Texas, but you love living in Missouri, so that was very interesting, and you wouldn't want to live in Texas again, but you much prefer Missouri. just catching up here on all the chat. Lots of those in Quebec. I guess you mean the maples, not eucalyptus. I wonder if eucalyptus would even grow in Canada or even the northern United States. The Angry Atrox, hello all. Hi there again, Todd. Great to see you. Gary, great to see you. Thank you for coming on. Just catching up with all the messages here. And seeing who I've missed. Connor's Curiosity, I did enjoy your video. I watched your latest full-length video last night, and yeah, that was very, very enjoyable, in the way you're lifting up those pieces of iron or pieces of tin or whatever, and what you were finding there. Minus 11C now, the other day minus 24. You know, speaking about that, 105 is 40 degrees C, I think. And yeah, maybe, you know, 2 or 3 days of that in a year, or you know, sometimes a bit more than that if there's a heat wave and a bad summer, but I don't like that sort of temperature at all. Just looking here. Oh well, David, that's sad to hear. But yeah, there's a couple of deaths from people sleeping outside. I guess you mean people without you know, housing, not winter campers. Yeah, that's sad. I wonder though, because often I've heard that you know, those shelters and the like aren't very nice places, so you know, people may often prefer avoiding them because of you know, that they're not very nice places. Oh yes, Jan, that will be your forever home. Oh yes, maybe grow in British Columbia. Oh, you mean the eucalyptus? Yeah, who knows? We'd have to ask Laurie that if she come on. Laurie from Laurie's World. Oh wow, snow for you in Oklahoma? Wow. That would be really cool if you did get some. Right, yeah. Oh yes, that could be, David, and you know, it's, you know, could be, you know, they have also other issues, and it's probably why, you know, they have why they're not very nice places, because there's people there with those issues there too. Just catching up who we've got here. Oh golly, the sun's getting hot. I might have to go and get an umbrella just to hold up here so I don't melt. Get sunburned. Oh yes, Gary, that's great, thank you so much. Oh yes, you have to do your work, Gary, yep, but you'll be listening. Thank you so much, I really, really, really appreciate that. The sun suddenly feels hot, I wonder what the temperature is. Well, it's 75. so it's gone up, but the sun here is very, very hot and very intense, so even if the air temperature is not that extreme, it can feel very hot because the sun really just burns, which I don't really much like. Actually, I found the sun down here burns worse and feels more like a furnace than when I even lived in Indonesia or Thailand. Oh yes, you're new, Connor. You're new to the lives. You've done a couple with Todd. That's awesome. Oh yes, Gary, so temp here is -4, so is that -4 Fahrenheit? Or is that Celsius? Celsius, -4 Celsius isn't really that cold. I think -4 Celsius, you're looking at about 28 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. Thank you, Jan. We'll see you later. We'll see you later. All right, Gary. So, see. Yeah. Well, you know, I've sat out here doing live streams during the winter, and it's been 32, 33 degrees. You know, it doesn't really, you know, affect or worry me that much. Oh, David, oh no, that sounds horrid. I'm so sorry to hear that, David, and I have heard that things are very, very bad and over the top where you are in Quebec. I have heard that. But anyways, we won't speak of that too much for obvious reasons. I might even go and make myself another coffee. Oh, Dave, that sounds horrible. We won't sort of speak of that subject too much either, because yeah, it doesn't sort of go down well. Maybe I should do a live one day on Rumble, because I've just recently started uploading to Rumble, and you know, mostly a side upload of most of what I put here. Oh, 2 cream in your coffee, please. So I'm guessing you mean two teaspoons of coffee mate, which I do use myself. I like to put you know, a bit of sweetener and some coffee mate with my coffee, and then of course some milk on top of that. So I'm going to go and get myself another cup of coffee, and it's only instant coffee today, I'm afraid. It's been so hot here that I don't really want to get the percolator going this morning and percolate real coffee, because it'll just take the room up downstairs. Oh, a little Bailey's. I wish I had some, but Bailey's costs an absolute fortune, so I can't sort of afford it at the moment. So I'm going to get myself another cup of coffee, and I think I'll bring an umbrella because I feel this sun burning. Yeah, take care, David. Take care, and you know, avoid the you know what? Don't let them catch you out and about. But yeah, take care, David, and thanks so much for coming by. And I'll go and get myself another cup of coffee, and I'll come down with the umbrella, I think, because this sun, I can feel it burning. So down here with another cup of coffee and got this umbrella as the sun is pretty intense. So yeah, I'll just get this thing back here. I use a Wi-Fi microphone. How's my internet connection? I mean the film quality and the audio. I hope there's no buffering. I got a new plan on my mobile on my cell, and it's unlimited data at maximum speed, so they don't sort of choke anything. Once I've used up, you know, the 500 gigabytes that I had before, once I've used up the 500 gigabytes, they would choke the internet down to 10 megabits per second. Take care, David. Die Bullfrog 79. Hi there, Uncle Al. Great to see you, and thanks for coming by. Yeah, this sun was getting rather intense, so when I went and got another cup of coffee, I come down with this large umbrella because I don't really want to get sunburnt again like I did the other day out here. And of course, you know, the temperature's getting rather intense. A 77 here now already, 77 Fahrenheit, and it's just on 10:22 a.m. on Thursday morning. I just see Laurie sent me a message on Messenger. So really great to see Laurie on there, but it'd be great if you come into the live, but she's probably busy. I guess we'll say have another mouthful of this coffee, and definitely needing that. Thank you, Hector. Stay safe too, and thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody who comes into my lives. Much, much, much appreciated. Everybody who comes on, and I'm just catching up with all the messages, and then in a bit we'll actually go and have a bit of a look at the creek again, and so you know, that should be interesting for you all, I hope. So what else has everybody been up to? And I did see the other day, I think it was a couple of days back, I did see a new video up from Peggy and Andy of Page Family Homestead, our journey back. Please do remember Andy and Peggy in your prayers, as you probably all know that Andy's battling cancer and had a very, very rough time of it. But it was nice to see Andy starting to laugh again in the latest video. I know the chemo really did knock him around, and the radiation treatment that he had for this cancer has really, you know, knocked him around as well. So hopefully he's feeling a lot better and the pain levels have dropped. So please do remember Andy, Paige and Peggy in your thoughts and prayers as well. Black's Tropical Homestead. Hi there, great to see you, Bobby and Sherry. Thank you so much for coming by. And yes, many blessings to you as well. We'll have a bit of a look at the creek again. I know everybody likes to see that. And the sun's very, very intense down here today. Not a cloud in the sky, and you know, the sun down here, it's a very, very high UV level. And it's like the highest, or one of the highest in the world. So, you know, you can get sunburned out here when it's full sun in as little as like 10 or 15 minutes. It's just crazy. So, you know, as for the umbrella, just to try and cut the sun a little bit, and we'll have a bit of a flip around and have another look at the creek, because I know everybody likes to look at that. And we'll see who's coming on. And I will remind everybody, please smash that thumbs up, as that really does help my channel out if you haven't already done it. And you know, hopefully then YouTube recommends my live streams and videos out a lot more, and we get a lot more views and a lot more watch time, and we all need that. What else was I going to talk about? Arielle Blur. You know, didn't really get that much sleep last night. It was warm in the room, and I always sleep a lot better in the winter. You know, if I've got nice warm blankets or a nice warm duvet, and the room of about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, that's just perfect. But when the room's sort of 70 or 80, it doesn't sort of make for good sleep, I don't think. But anyways, we'll go and we'll have a bit of a look at the creek again and see what's happening there. Is the tide coming up any higher or anything like that? Oh, I see somebody's come on. Oh, Laurie's World. Hi there, Laurie. Great to see you. Great to see you. If anybody here in blue, if you'd like to share your own links and Instagram pages, or also share out some links of the other people here, that would be much appreciated. But we'll have a bit of a flip around of the camera in a minute and have a look at the creek, and hopefully my internet's working okay and there's no buffering, and the audio quality and video quality are okay. I changed my my plan, my cell data plan, a couple of days ago, and it's now on unlimited data at full speed. So you know, before I was on an unlimited, but it was choked after 500 gigabytes. So always about halfway through the month I'd used up the 500 gigabytes, and of course my internet would slow right down to 10 megabits per second, which, you know, is it can make things a bit problematic for streaming. You can get a bit of buffering and that but it made uploading videos to YouTube very, very, very slow once I'd used up the 500. Oh yes, nice upgrade. Oh yes, well, I sort of had to get on because I'd been on that contract for 12 months and I'd lost the cost saving. It had jumped up $10. So I thought, well, I better fix that up because I don't really want a higher phone bill and no benefits. So I've sort of done that, and I was able to upgrade the plan. Well, of course, when I made the plan before, they didn't have unlimited like this with no data choking. So you know, I was able to do that this time. And of course, to do that, they also threw in a Motorola phone. The cost of that's $1 a month. I don't really need the Motorola phone, and I'll probably sell the Motorola phone, but I certainly need the plan. So, you know, interesting. So, you know, now on that, I'll just see if I can do a speed test, and I'll just see what speed this is coming up with. Because I have this device linked, you know, linked through what you call it, a hotspot to my main device. I sort of run an internet hotspot from my main phone that I use to actually stream from, as well as a Bluetooth hotspot for this microphone. I'll just see what this comes up at. This will be interesting. And of course this is slower than the actual internet speed through this device, because it's just hotspotting, you know, a wireless or Wi-Fi connection from my main device. And yeah, it's come up, download 96.8 megabits per second and upload 39.6 per second. That's interesting. But like if I ran the speed test from the device that I'm actually filming with, you know, inside the house where the internet coverage isn't really the greatest, it will still, you know, pull up about 200 megabits down and about 20 up. And of course out here by the creek the reception's a lot better. So, you know, it's probably, you know, my main device is probably pulling like about 300 megabits per second down and, you know, a good 50 or so up. So hopefully this connection's pretty good today. But anyways, we'll have a flip around and a look at the creek and the surrounds, because everybody likes to look at that. So I'll just put this down. I can't sort of carry the tripod and carry the umbrella and everything. It sort of gets a bit problematic, so we'll go and have a quick look out there. And I probably won't sit out there too long or I will get sunburnt. And it'll be interesting to see if those fish are back here now, but bright sunshine like it is and low water, it may not be able to see them. As you know, bright sunlight like this, I'm sure they'd probably go undercover under the weed that's down here. And it has risen a little bit, the water level. It's now about 18 inches. It was 2 foot below high water level mark, so hopefully the tide's sort of coming in a little bit down at the beach. And this is where we're at now, is right where I filmed the fish the other day when I set up the camera underwater. And I bought a can of cheap cat food, seafood basket cat food that I've got in the freezer, and I've just got to bash some holes in the can and hang it off the edge here, and hopefully that'll bring the fish up, and we'll keep getting some fish around here then, as I certainly want the fish to hang around. And of course, if you see that video, you can see what fish there was down there. And in the video, I thought I saw a flathead that was, you know, living on the bottom of the creek. It's a local species of fish here, and I saw some bream, so that was really interesting and cool to see. And I know bream are really very, very delicious to eat, so I've got to get some fishing gear, you know, when YouTube's kind, and I'll actually see if I can catch some and have a catch and cook, which of course would make a wonderful YouTube video. So just giving you all a look around here, and yeah, the sun's so bright here. Looking down in the water, I don't see any fish, but with this bright sunlight and the way it's shining, I'm sure it's driven them all under the weed down below and into cover. But maybe I'll see some here again once I get that attractant set up with the cat food. I don't have a cat. I'd love to have one, and you know, when I have my own place again and not in a rental like this, I'd love to have a cat and a dog again. I miss having pets. I haven't sort of had pets for many years, and I really miss it. And the older I get, the more I sort of miss having you know, a dog or two around, or a cat or two around, or both. And of course, you know, I also miss now, you know, farm life and homestead life. When I was a little girl, I did live, before I ran away from my adopters, who weren't very nice people, I did live on a farm for a while. Oh, I see a fish swimming right in the middle, but of course the way this light's shining, you're not going to see him. The camera's pointing right at him, but well, now he's sort of disappeared. And I just saw some fish swimming through there, so there's definitely still some fish around here, but they're right out in the middle where it's a little bit deeper. So I'll have to get some attractant here and get that set up. Oh, there's one down there. So they're still around. But, you know, the way the sun's shining on the top of the water, it's near impossible. Maybe I need like a polarizing lens cover or something, and you'd probably all be able to see them. And yeah, the water here, it's brackish or even quite salty. It just depends on the tides and if there's any rain or what have you, because this creek connects to the ocean, to the sea, and the beach, it's about 400 yards back further behind where I'm pointing. On the other side of the creek, there's a public walking trail, and then back further is where the sea is. I could imagine if I lived somewhere further inland, it would just be far too hot this time of year. At least here you do get like a sea breeze often, you know, when it's hot weather, and that sort of cools things down a little bit. Oh, I can see quite a stack of little fish out here and some bigger ones, and oh, it's a pity we can't sort of bring them up on screen, you know, the way the sun's shining, but they're still here, so that's really, really, really good. So yes, I'll have to get that attractant set up here, and hopefully we'll have a real lot hanging around. But yeah, I think I'll go and sit back on my seat under the umbrella before I get sunburnt, and we'll see who's coming on and who's got some stories I'd like to share, or their activities. So we'll flip everything back around. We'll go back to where we were sitting. I wonder if there's any crawfish down here as well. That would be interesting. Maybe I need to set up some bait and some crawfish nets or something to see if I could get some of those. As you know, a crawfish boil would be quite delicious. Anyways, we'll flip things around. I'll see what messages I've missed. Oh, there's a little bit of shade here coming around. Well, that's most welcome. And my umbrella's sort of blown over a bit where I sat it, but never mind. I'll pick that up again, and hopefully I'll have things in frame here where I'm sitting, but I'm not sort of out of frame. I guess I'll find out. So we'll just see what I've missed. And I've definitely got to get to work again on another video. I've got a shopping haul video that I've got to edit and get up, and also showing what the shops were like. Food forest permaculture. Hi there, great to see you, Howie, and thanks so much for coming by. I really appreciate seeing you here. Wonderful to see you. And yeah, it's very, very sunny out here, and it's starting to get hot, and I don't want to get sunburnt, so I've come up here with an umbrella. Oh wow, 79 degrees Fahrenheit here. Yeah, no wonder I'm starting to feel hot. And you know, once it gets over 85, I really start to melt, and you know, the weather report was talking about a top of 84 or 85 here today, and it'll probably get more than that. Yeah, really great to see you, Howie, and thanks for that. And of course, really great to see Laurie coming on. Who else do we have here today? And yeah, of course, you know, trying not to get sunburned out here. You know, it's really quite enjoyable sunburn, not. And I did get sunburned here last week when I was setting up the fish cam. Well, I think sort of partly in the live that I did down here last week, and then setting up fish cam, and setting up fish cam, I wasn't out very long with that, you know, putting the camera in the water. It probably only took like about 10 minutes to set it up down in the water, but I come in and I was just burnt on my shoulders. It was just horrible. And trying to think, I think it might have been Jocelyn gave me a tip to use vinegar, and Peggy of Page Family Homestead said to use apple cider vinegar. So I was out with the apple cider vinegar, and it sort of took the pain out of it, the burning out of it. I mean, if I touched it, it burnt or, you know, stung or, you know, had any pressure on it. But it took the stinging out of it from, you know, when there was no pressure on the sunburn. Whereas before the vinegar, you know, it just stung all the time. So that was a really, really great tip. And I've used up all my apple cider vinegar now, so I've got to go and get some more of that. And I've sort of got to get some more of that on hand too, because, you know, when I want to pickle some eggs or do some pickling, I much prefer apple cider vinegar or something like that to pickle in. I just think it's, you know, nicer, and of course, you know, the health benefits of apple cider vinegar that everybody speaks about as well. So I've got to get some more of that. Whose live was I on? It was a few days ago, and we were talking about canning, and Rebel Cannage was on there, and I was saying, oh, how much I'd love to have a water bath. Not a water bath, a pressure canner, but you can't sort of get them here. Because I'm wanting to can like some meats, you know, particularly like cooked meat sauces or stews or that sort of thing. And they said, oh, well, actually you could water bath them if you let them boil for like about 3 hours. So I'm going to try it with just a couple of jars of some stew and just see what happens. But it was certainly, you know, interesting that they said that you can do that. And I guess if you just make sure that the that your canning jars are completely submerged and completely covered with water. And of course, you know, when I'm water bath canning, I always have like, is it, you know, a trivet or a little grate on the bottom of the saucepan or the pot that I'm using to water bath with, so that my jars don't sit directly on the bottom of the pot. So, you know, I think I'll try that and just see what happens. And even if I keep what I've canned in the refrigerator, just, you know, that it's out of, you know, it's really extreme heat like what you get here. I sort of have some of the refrigerated room, but my freezer room is very, very, very limited. So, you know, you get some frozen food and some food that I can have long term, you know, on hand for my own. I'm not talking about canned food that I buy. You know, I always buy some of that stuff from my store. But I often like to have something of my own cooking on hand in things as well, and I've just been freezing them up in plastic takeout containers, but I'd love to be able to do it and to can up a lot more, and, you know, keep them, you know, out of my freezer, so to speak, that I can you know, have some freezer room and not have my freezer absolutely full and loaded. Yes, good one, Howie. Yes, love apple cider vinegar. Yeah, it is good. Yes, it is sunny, and it's not just warm, but it's getting quite hot where I am, Howie. Current temperature, we're looking at 79 degrees. When I just 79 degrees Fahrenheit. I should translate that for my Canadian friends, actually, what that is in C. So I'll just Google that. Yeah, 26 degrees Celsius. And of course 85 degrees Celsius is just on 85 degrees Fahrenheit, I should say, is just on 30 degrees Celsius. Thanks for Google for telling me that. And of course, just to some information for my Canadian friends. Who else do we have here? It looks like a few people are dropping out. I guess, a lot of you are probably having to go and cook supper and got things to do and whatnot. So I'm not sure how much longer I'll go. Maybe I'll just make it an hour and a half live stream, or maybe I'll make it a 2-hour live stream. It just depends how many more come on. And I don't think it'll be a marathon live stream out here because, it's just too sunny and too hot to sit out here for like 3 or 4 hours or 5 hours or 10 hours or goodness knows what. So definitely won't be a marathon. But anyways, that's what it is. And yeah, at least I could see some fish down there still in the water when I had a look. So it's a pity and unfortunate that they didn't sort of show up in the camera, but at least they're still around. And I've got to work out something new to do some more underwater filming. Set the camera underwater because, the fish was quite interesting. Oh yes, dinner is ready. Well, thank you so much, Howdy. It was really great to see you and really appreciate you coming by. And a big thanks to you for watching. Speaking of Todd, if you're still here, yeah, I need you here to lift up the canoe over there and see what's living under there. I'm sure there'd probably be some interesting creatures that you would be fascinated to see, and I know Connor, who was here earlier in the live, would be fascinated to see. But yeah, it's too heavy for me to lift, and I know when we brought it down here, we found it under the bridge, abandoned, so we carried it down here, and it was 3 of us that it took to carry down here. One of us could have never lifted it by ourselves. And yeah, it was put down here, and it's fiberglass, I think, but it's as heavy as, so I'd never be able to flip it myself, but I'm sure there'd be some interesting creatures in there or under there. Anyways, who else do we have here? And yeah, by golly, it is starting to warm up down here, so yeah, it won't be a marathon. So yeah, who else do we have here? And of course, I'll remind everybody to check out all of the channels who have come by here, and of course, remind everybody that if you watch this live later, we'll run the chat just to see who's here and check out all those channels. I haven't got my glasses, I sort of can't see, and especially the way the bright sun is here, to run links myself, and of course, you know, using a cell phone, it's sort of pretty difficult to run links. I wish I had a tablet or a laptop that I could take down here to do that, but I don't sort of have that, so it does make it pretty hard to run links. So you know, anybody here who's in blue, you know, if you run some links, that's most appreciated and most welcome. Oh, and I think this chair's sinking into the dirt here. When the creek floods out, it often ends up being underwater here, right where I'm sitting. So, you know, it often makes the ground pretty soft. So I might just have to have a bit of a reposition of the seat, because it's sort of starting to lean right back, and next thing we'll have a real YouTube moment when I fall off the seat, so we might just have a bit of a rearrange on that. Well, it hasn't sunk in, it's just uneven ground here. Anyway, I'm going to drink this cup of coffee up real quick, and I'll take the cup back up and get rid of that before the ants start coming around here again. I did spray this stump that I used, you know, a week back, because it was absolutely covered in ants, and they got into my coffee when I was doing a live last week. So I did spray it, and it seems like the spray hasn't worn off yet, so that's a good thing. But I'll drink this coffee down, and I'll get rid of that, the cup, just so that you know, some sweet coffee, or the smell of sweet coffee, doesn't attract the ants up, as I definitely don't need them. I have enough trouble down here at times with mosquitoes and other bugs, so you know, I could do without the ants. And ants is a bug that we've got an awful lot of here, and I've got to make a mixture up for the ants. I heard of a mixture, borax and white sugar, and you mix that up and you just sprinkle that outside wherever you got ants, and it really sort of works a little number on the ants from what I heard. So I've got to get some of that and make it up. But yeah, I'll just go and I'll get rid of this cup and go and visit the ladies' room, and then I'll be back down here to see who's come on, and we'll see how much longer we run, and you know, whether I run, you know, another 5 minutes after I come back, or whether I run, you know, another 30 minutes. I don't think I'm going to have a real marathon live today. I think, you know, unless a lot of people come on, I'd probably cut it out at an hour and a half to 2 hours, because, you know, it's just too hot down here. But anyway, so I'll go and get rid of this cup, visit the ladies' room, and then I'll be back down here. So yeah, grab my umbrella again. It sort of just blows away when I sort of leave it here. And I'll see who's come on and what messages I've missed. The sun's very bright and intense here, so I'm trying to avoid getting sunburned if I can. So anyways, who do we have here still with us? And I did see an alert, it was some hours ago, that Wide Family Farms will be drawing the contestants for their hashtag WFF Comfort Food Challenge 21 or 22, I'm not sure what that is, but you could check that. And yeah, I'll be watching that one with interest when that comes up. I think that should be coming up pretty soon. So we'll be watching out for that one with interest. Also, I've got to, if it's not so blasted hot, I've actually got to cook something up for a collaboration challenge that Casey has of Boots and Bounty Homestead. So, you know, I've got the ingredients to cook that, so I've got to do that sometime in the next few days, and hopefully when it's a bit cooler I can cook that up. As you know, cooking that one up does create a bit of heat in the room, so hopefully that one will be coming up, and hopefully I can get that video up next week. And of course then I've got to email the recipe to Casey and she'll recreate that recipe. So that's a really interesting challenge she has. So everybody who's watching and is into cooking, I will remind everybody to check that one out and to have a go at that also, and you know, help Boots and Bounty out. I'll also remind everybody who's still here watching to please check out the links down below in the description. I have a donation link if anybody would like to donate to my channel and help my channel out in that way. That would be much appreciated. And donations go towards like this data plan that I've got, filming equipment, you know, such as tripods, holders for devices, ring lights, power banks, and much more, just for, you know, things that are needed for running a YouTube channel. I would like to get a GoPro or, you know, that sort of thing fairly soon, but you know, that really depends if YouTube's going to be kind to me, and it's probably got to be extra kind. Also a link to my merchandise store, which is on Teespring. And for those of you who don't have merchandise and would like to set up merchandise, I'd certainly check out Teespring, as they are print on demand, so you don't have to buy a lot of stock and have a lot of stock on hand. And so, you know, no big cost to the creator. And on my merchandise store, I have hoodies, t-shirts, bike shorts, leggings, phone covers, a backpack, a stainless steel wine goblet, stickers, cups, glasses, and much more there. So please do check that out. And of course, a big thank you to those who have bought off my merchandise store. Michelle of Real Life with Michelle and Rob, Arielle-Viking, did get a t-shirt. That's much appreciated. Also a big thank you to Whiskey and Sunshine Homestead. Oh, now I can't think of name, and Arielle Blur, I know it, and it's just the tip of my tongue, so to speak, but she got a sticker off my merchandise store, and that was much, much, much appreciated as well. Thinking now what else I've got to say. Arielle Blur. It's always all these wonderful channels to check out, and you know, everybody who I speak of here are all wonderful channels and wonderful people, so you know, please do support all these wonderful channels. And we've had Food Forest Permaculture here, who is Howdy, a wonderful channel. Excuse me. We've had the Angry Atrox, Todd Autry, a wonderful guy, and he's got a few wonderful channels, Roundup Rodeo, and as well as the Angry Atrox. So do check those channels out. We've had Laurie of Laurie's World, and she has a wonderful channel, and she shows some wonderful informative videos of cooking and gardening, as well as some very, very entertaining live streams. Black's Tropical Homestead, Bobby and Sherry have wonderful, wonderful, very informative videos on gardening and cooking. Guy Bullfrog 79, Uncle Al, he has some very, very interesting and informative videos, so do check him out. Also a big thank you to Hector Valencia and David May. A big thank you to Gary Kelshaw, who came on. Cotter's Curiosity. Cotter is a young YouTuber, and he's a herpetologist. I'm not sure how old Connor is, but fairly young, and his videos are really, really wonderful, so please do check him out as well. Simply Jan Homestead. She has some wonderful and informative gardening videos, homesteading videos, cooking videos. She has some very, very entertaining live streams. She's got a very interesting character in many of her videos, the Leaky Faucet, which certainly will keep everybody amused. Just seeing who's all been here and making sure I don't miss anybody. Moon over Miami. Moon, he's got some very, very interesting videos of the different spiders and insects and creatures that he finds. Just reading through here who's been on and hoping I don't miss anybody. But if I miss anybody, please accept my apologies. Arielle Blur. Well, that's as far as I can go on the chat, so on here. So yeah, I'll probably, you know, missing quite a few. But you all know who you are. I'll also remind everybody just to please keep Andy Page in your thoughts and prayers, and his wife Peggy as well, of Page Family Homestead, Our Journey Back. And of course Andy's been battling cancer, and it's been really quite a rough roller coaster ride with that. So please do remember them in your thoughts and prayers, and also if you can run their videos through and their playlists through, that would be much appreciated, as they certainly do need watch time, and you know, it's much appreciated. Robert of Homestead Aquarius also would like some watch time. I think he's about halfway with his totals of the videos that of the watch time that he needs to get his channel in the partner program. So if you could run his playlist, that would be much appreciated. Walt Revan Jr., if you could run Walt's playlists, that would really help. I think he's about halfway in the required watch hours, so please do run his playlists and run his videos through and help him out as well. Thinking now who I've forgotten. There's always a heap, and all, you know, quite wonderful channels. Also check out Rebel Canners. They do have some very interesting videos on canning and food preservation. Beyond Prepping, remember Kelly's channel, and check out Kelly's channel, Beyond Prepping, and of course she was on here earlier, I remember, and I know she certainly wants some more friends on her channel and more watch time, so please do check her out as well. I remind everybody, if you haven't already done so, please smash that thumbs up, and that helps my channel, as hopefully YouTube then sees that a lot of people like my content and like my live streams, and hopefully they share things out a lot more, and we all need more watch hours and more views and more friends on our channel. So, you know, that would really help if we could get some more of those. Just checking what I've all forgotten here. And I'm sure there's plenty that I've forgotten, so you know, please do accept my apologies on that. And just seeing if there's any alerts, what I've missed. And you know, there's always something I've missed, so you know, that's Arielle Blur. Also, I must remember, please do check out Lisa's channel of, well, Lisa and Ryan's channel of Yogi Hollow Farms. The cup that I was using earlier with my coffee come from them, and of course was a prize from a giveaway, and they did send me some stickers recently as well, which was really much appreciated. And they're a truly wonderful channel. I also recently got a sticker from the Vineyard Chicks, got on one of their giveaways, so please do check out their wonderful channel as well. And they have some wonderful homesteading content, gardening, and much more, and they also sing. And they're three very talented young ladies, and of course the three young ladies, we have KK, Trey and Bunky. So please do check out their channel as well. So we've been running here now, I think it's about an hour and 40 or something like that, or an hour and 50. So we might have another look at the creek, and then we might sort of call it a day before I get sunburnt out here. So we'll have a flip around of the cameras and we'll have a look at the creek. Oh, an hour and 50 we've been running, so yeah, we'll run another 10 minutes and then we will call it a day out here. And yeah, out here, once I'm out from under the shadows, the sun is getting brighter and brighter and brighter. and of course that doesn't really make for very good filming, so it certainly you know, gives me a bit of a hurry up to call it a day out here, but giving you all a look at the creek. And I haven't seen any ducks down here. It's probably too hot for them and they're sitting somewhere under some shade. So yeah, the water level's starting to rise here. It's probably now a foot below the normal high water level. So I'm just having a look in the water just to see if there's any fish around that we can see. And yeah, there's some fish down there, but it's probably hard to see them with the way the sun's shining. I'm pointing right at them with the camera. But it's good to see they're still around. And well, there's quite a few swimming by here. I wish I had a polarizing lens cover for this, and you might be able to see them in the water with the camera. But I will be setting up some attractant down here. I've got a can of cat food that I've frozen, a cheap can of seafood basket cat food, and I'll bash some holes in that, and I'll hang it from some string or some rope off the edge here, and hopefully that will bring up the fish. Oh, there's quite a lot down there. And yeah, they saw me move. Oh, there's a biting fly here on my leg. He took a chunk out of my calf, so that sort of will give me a hurry up to get away from here too. Oh wow, there's quite a stack of fish down there now, and don't know if you can see them in the camera, unfortunately, with the way the sun's shining, but there's quite a stack, so that's really brilliant to see. And I've also got to get some fishing gear and just see what I could catch down here. But yeah, I'm just pointing at them with the camera, but I don't think it's showing up. Don't know if I could zoom in and make them show up. Yeah, you probably can't see them, but there's something like about 6-8 inches. Some are like 10 inches or 12 inches in length by the look of it, at a guess. But really, really, really wonderful to see them around. So definitely got to set up some attractant down here for them. I need some old logs or something to put down in the water here too, and you know, if that sort of sat on the bottom, it might sort of give them a bit more cover, and of course you know, keep them around. So I might even set something up like that down here too for a bit of cover for the fish. Oh, excuse me. Hay fever and the like sort of kicks my butt always, so excuse me for coughing and sneezing and whatnot. Anyways, we'll go back to where I was sitting and we'll see who's coming on, and then we'll call it a day in 5 minutes time, and I'll get out of this sun and into some shelter before I do get sunburnt. Yeah, there's some old sticks here. I wonder if I could set something up with those. Put some fish cover. Anyways, we'll sit back down and we'll see who's come on and run another 4 minutes and then call it a day. And I've just slapped that biting fly to come back. I hope I've killed him. Because yeah, they really hurt when they bite. And they really take a chunk out of your leg. I think they call them a march fly here, and they're probably the same sort of thing as your black fly that's in the northern US and Canada. So just saying who we've missed here. I think I've got a few people just watching and running my live stream. So if anybody would like to quickly say hello, goodbye and whatnot, we'll run another 3 minutes and then we'll call it a day down here, and I'll set up under some shelter. Well, go inside under some shelter so that I don't get any more sunburn, and then I've got some video I've got to work on editing, of course, and hopefully I can get that up for a Thursday upload. But if that doesn't work, well, I mean Thursday for you, 7 PM Central Time. Hopefully I can get it up for that. But if that doesn't work, please do bear with me and accept my apologies. But anyways, that's what it is. I'll also go live on Saturday. I've got to set that live stream up. I'm just thinking, will I run a StreamYard or will I just run through the YouTube app? And thinking about that. If I do run a StreamYard, I hope that we can get lots of people wanting to come in and say hello on the panel and chat on the panel, as I sort of really, for it to work properly, I really have to set it up through the computer, and my computer is old and slow and it's a bit of a hassle to set it up to do that. So, you know, you've sort of got to bear with me on that. So I'm not sure if that will be a StreamYard or if it will be just a normal YouTube live stream. I'm just thinking about that, but I'll run that Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon from about 5 PM. 5 PM Central Time, so of course that would be 4 PM Mountain Time, 3 PM Pacific Time, 6 PM Eastern Standard Time. And of course I do have a couple of viewers in Nova Scotia and out that way, so that should be about 7 PM in your time zone. Just thinking what that would be in the UK. With the UK, I think that would be about midnight or 1 AM for those of my viewers who are in England and Ireland, Scotland and Wales. Anyways, thinking now what else I've got to announce, and I've probably forgotten everything. Arielle Blur, as you always know. So we've been running now just on 2 hours. So I'm going to thank everybody for watching, and I'll ask you all to take care and God bless. So until next upload, take care, God bless, and bye bye.